Welcome to the Stronger Tides Podcast, the podcast for small business entrepreneurs and corporate executives to learn more about increasing their client or employee retention through a group cruise program. Ready to drop anchor? Here's your host, travel advisor Rita Perez.
Hello. Welcome back to the podcast. I am so excited to have you back again. How was your holiday weekend? I went just a few hours away to visit with family. So I was with my aunt, uncle, cousin, and my mom. That's there's not too much more on that list that I'm spending time with right now I still call it quarantine, even though it's not really quarantine, but I guess the more appropriate term is during our pandemic period. But enough about this craziness. Let's get on to this week's topic, which is all about your wine business. And even if you don't have a wine business, what I'm going to be talking about today is going to be useful. You'll be able to take a morsel or two. So please stay tuned even if you are not a wine business owner. So wine entrepreneurs across the country are beginning to adopt, guess what? You know what? By now you should know what I'm going to say. A wine group cruise program. This joint business venture in collaboration with your local travel advisor, me, could have you rolling in the grapevines. What is a wine cruise program? Well, simply put, you would be escorting your current clients on a luxurious wine river cruise through Europe, visiting some of the famed wine regions, including Bordeaux, Provence, or Mosel. So why should you add a wine cruise program to your business strategy? Well, for one, you have minimal to lose and much to gain. And when I say minimal to lose, I'm talking, frankly, financially. There is virtually no investment to start one of these programs financially, aside from you purchasing your plane tickets. And I know you're probably thinking, but I have to pay for myself to go on the cruise. And I'm just going to put the bug that not necessarily. There are ways for you to earn it, but that is a complimentary consultation call. We won't be going into that here. Really what your main job, and that's why I say financially your investment isn't too heavy. Your high investment is going to be in time. So your role is to market the heck out of your cruise program to make sure we can get the minimal cabins filled. And that goes hand in hand with what I had previously mentioned, your charisma. So once you do that, you'll not only be able to sail for virtually no money down, but a guest might also be able to join you as well. Number 2, now there's no better way to learn about wine than visiting the original terroir. One of my mantras for 2020, I know hindsight, is what can I do greater and better? And while you, wine entrepreneur, have been doing a fabulous job of educating your people, what if you could take your clients to an actual French chateau vineyard? What if they could smell the terroir that is centuries old? What if they could pick grapes right off the vines and taste the juice that has such renown? It's not just an experience that you'd be able to duplicate at your location. It's clearly you have 4 walls. If you have a winery, it might be similar, but really there is no experience than going to these old world wine regions. And then the third reason that you want to adopt a wine cruise program to your business strategy, and this is probably the best part. Well, maybe the last part was the best part, being able to be in the original terroir. But number 3 is that you increase your customer loyalty and you can also acquire new customers. Hey, interested in getting an actual numbers comparison of a land retreat versus a cruise retreat? You know, honestly, when I was putting this document together, I couldn't even believe the great difference between the numbers. Visit StrongerTidesPodcast.com to be added to my weekly email list and get the download now. Back to the show. And I mean, we're all in business here. We know that it is extremely costly to attain new customers. And I don't really think it's going to be that hard to try and grab somebody's attention by being like, hey, come on my group cruise program. I might be like, what is she talking about? What is he talking about? So because of that rich experience that you have been able to provide your own clients on your home turf, can you imagine what kind of bond would come from that also when you go traveling? Not only from you offering this program, but also from them getting to spend some personal time with you on this journey. I'm sure that your clients come in and out of the shop or come in and out of the winery or come in and out of the restaurant frequently. So you have that part down. Like you've got a really great client base and they're very loyal to you already. But this is almost kind of like a reward system also. Kind of like, thank you for supporting me and participating me. Now let's go travel. But, and this is a good but. So not only can you do that, which is enriching your loyalty bond while on travel, but when you're marketing this trip to your loyal fan base, don't you think that Thelma and Louise are going to tell their bridge friends, oh, we can't make it next month. We'll be traveling with our winery and wine shop. Can you just see the conversation that would start up from that? Wait, you can't make it because you're going on a trip with your wine shop? What, your wine shop is doing trip? Like, I need more information. These are the kind of conversations that it's not something somebody would normally say. And so because of that, it just spurs a lot of intrigue and a lot of interest. Like, I would be seriously interested if somebody said, wait, you're going on a wine trip with your wine shop, with that restaurant that you always go to? I need to know more about this. And it just becomes really a snowball effect. So you have your loyal fan base that is obviously going to be going with you on this trip. But what about the fans of your fans? So their extended friends and family who trust them, invite them to come with you. They get to know you, the wine business owner, on this trip. And maybe they haven't visited your business locally before, but I can bet you, I'm not guaranteeing, but I can bet you that they are going to go visit or order or sign up for your wine club. They are going to be stuck on you because of your charisma and because of this amazing opportunity that you provided them with. Now, remember, as part of the group characteristics, I labeled 4 characteristics that you needed. If you haven't listened to that podcast, just go ahead and go back on the list and check that out, group leader characteristics. But one of the reasons that I say that you need to act like a leader also is because if you are not professional and giving kindness and exuding grace while on these trips, do you think that those people are going to be entering your wine shop after they've seen how you've acted on this cruise and it's less than ideal? Of course not. So, you know, a lot of this success depends on different variables. And really, it's all in your court. You are the captain of this ship. Not literally, just figuratively. So, are the wheels turning with ideas now? You know what? I know a wine travel program isn't going to be the right fit for every business, but maybe it could work for yours. Or maybe you have a different idea that you'd like to discuss. Go ahead and shoot me a message. I'd love to collaborate on any ideas that you have. Hopefully we can make them come to fruition. If not, maybe we can do a couple of tweaks here and there. But how cool does this wine cruise program sound to you? But what if you were the first one in your town and you can put all that marketing and publicity out to your people and to your people's people? This has really, really big possibilities. Until next time, I have been your host.
Thanks for joining us on the Stronger Tides podcast. Please subscribe to our podcast. And if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating or a share with your colleagues. Find us on social media at Rita Ventures Group Cruising and online at ritaventures.net. Until next time, happy sailing.